Welcome to the Festina Factor, a weekly program that every day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're going to get a piece of content, actionable items, something that at $50 a month will be an absolute no-brainer. Every weekday, you're going to receive one video. Monday, we're going to have motivational messages. Monday Mindset is what it's called. One of the questions everyone asks, how do I keep going? I'm going to let you in on that. Monday motivation. Tuesday technology. Every Tuesday, I'm going to deliver you a message about the latest and greatest technology, whether it's old school or new school. Every week, you're going to get a Technology Tuesday tip. Wednesday is marketing. Whether you do it online or you're going old school, if you're going door to door and you're creating marketing pieces, you're creating flyers. Every Wednesday, I'm going to deliver to you actionable plans, actionable items, where you can download a template for marketing, whether it's an email marketing piece or an actual printed piece that you can take with you to the doors, or a mailer that you can do. You can start adding and building a letter library. Wednesday is going to be marketing pieces, the world of marketing. That's a big day for us. Thursday is going to be sellers, exclusively dedicated to handling sellers, either obtaining listings, negotiating contracts, scripts, dialogues, expires for sell by owners, you name it. If it's a seller, I'm going to cover it. And of course, Friday, the last day of the week, setting you up for the weekend, buyers. Every Friday, I'm going to give you tips and piece of advice on how to generate buyer leads, how to handle buyer leads, and that includes negotiating. That's how to get your offer accepted, how to write the perfect offer, a whole system that I share with you so that you can go out there and to work. Thanks for watching. All right, hopefully everything is working out according to plan. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the third Thursday webinar. I welcome your questions. I believe I'm multicasting. If you want to give me a sound check, I believe the audio and the video are both working perfectly fine. So for those of you attending, welcome. For those of you on the replay, you're welcome. Today, I want to talk about the expireds for sell by owners in particular, not expireds, for sell by owners, because I wanted to point out something that I was on the phone with one-on-one this morning, and something that we all need to start launching and doing on our own, and that is the follow-up of for sell by owners that are in our town. Many of you guys might think that there are no for sale by owners in your neighborhood. I would assume that. I went into my wife this morning and I said, hey, babe, let's start hitting some for sale by owners. And she goes, there are no for sale by owners. They're all agents. I'm like, no, I don't believe that. Why don't I believe that? Because I said that this morning, and then I clicked on a button, and lo and behold, there were plenty of for sale by owners sitting there just asking, begging for me to knock on their door. So today I want to teach you a few techniques. I do have the chat room open, so if you guys have any issues with audio, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to flip over to screen share, and I'm going to transition you over to my Benjamin Franklin. Let me make sure that my timer also pops up here. I don't know if that's going to set off the right timer here, but we're going to go ahead and clock it in at about 25 minutes. Let me see if I can pull off this lesson in less than 25 minutes. There's plenty to talk about. And I want to share with you, where do we find the for sale by owners? How do we clock them in? How do we discover them? And how do we follow up with them effectively? So I'm going to go ahead and start with the first place to go to is going to be Zillow. I want to show you something beyond just Zillow. But what we're going to do is we're going to go in, and I know I hate Zillow, and so do you. You better not be spending money. Use them, but don't pay them. You dig? So here we are, sell by owners. We're going to go into listing type, and you're going to unselect everything on your list here except for sale by owner. There we go. By owner, right? Now, we're going to zoom out. Now, this is my particular area. Oh, no, it's not. This is, let me go into Yorba Linda. You can search your zip code. You can search whatever area. I'm going to search in my region. And in my region for sell by owners, for sale, by owner. Come on, feed it to me. Why isn't it showing them? I know there's some FSbo's in here. What seems to be the problem? Let's see. For sale. I know that should render. There's something going on here that I don't know about. It says there are 0 by owners. You know, I'm limiting it to the city of Yorba Linda. So let me just let the map render and then go in here and select only by owners. Now we're going to zoom in. This is weird. Why isn't it showing me? I know it's any price. That's odd. That's really strange. Why isn't it showing by owners? Okay, so let's try searching Yorba Linda for homes that are for sale by owner, listing type, for sale by owner, and make me move. If you want to throw in those make me moves also. That's weird though. Why isn't it? Now I know that there's some by owners in my area. Why did it suddenly? Are there other restrictions in here that are not? That's so weird. There's no way there's no by owners. I know there's tons of make me moves, but are they suggesting there are no by owners? Why is it every time I go live, things don't go right when I could do this all the time? There's plenty of make me moves, just not by owners. I'm going to try to, I'm going to log out. Maybe there's something with my login that it's not letting me find it, because I know I searched earlier. And I'm just going to go ahead and say 92886. That's my zip code. So you need to go into to your zip code, look for listing type by owner. No way. No way. There's no way. It's saying that there's none, which is a total lie. It's a total lie. There's no way there's no for sale by owners in my town. I saw 1 or 2, and it keeps insisting any price. It keeps insisting. Son of a bitch. Pre-foreclosure, foreclosure. All right. So this is what we're going to do. There are make me moves. It insists on. It's insisting on sticking to my community. So go ahead and sign in. And these make me moves are individuals that are interested in getting an offer on their house for a special price. If there's no price, then they're pretty much telling you, they're the same individuals who say, for the right price. There we go. Okay, see now, okay, this was draw. I clicked this draw button and it removed it. Now I see for sale by owners. It's probably because there's no for sale by owners in town. Okay, now I'm seeing the for sale by owners. Damn it. What the heck was that all about? So this little draw button was stopping from finding it because it was trying to pull up only the city. So there are no for sale by owners in my town, but as you know, sometimes you have to go outside of your territory to find them. So now if you look and see, not the make me moves. The make me moves are the same people who say, for the right price, I'll sell. So now I'm going to draw a region around the territories that I am comfortable in marketing to. These are the territories that I'm comfortable. So I'm saying, give me anybody in this territory who is interested in selling their house with by owner. So apply this, and there they are. So these are regions. I want to go ahead and clear this drawing out. You can draw your grid. Now, these are the territories that I work. So draw like a little region and say, if there's any for sale by owners in here, let's go look at them. So for sale by owners in this region, this is your assignment. Hit apply. Right now, there are 13 homes for sale by owner in these territories. For sale by owner. You got it? So with these, you're going to want to go ahead and save search at the top right. And there's a place here to save the search. Let me see, save search, my save search, and you want to tell it FSbo, your FSbo search, instant email or daily email. So if anything pops up in your territory, it's going to ask you to download the Zillow app. So if anything pops up in your comfort area, what I call your sphere of interest. Now this geographically, I live right here. If you guys can see the map, I live right here. But this is my sphere of intense interest, where you see this blinking globe, versus my sphere of interest, which is the circle, meaning that there is a higher degree of distance. There's a higher distance that I'm willing to travel for listings. But you see, I'm not going to go all the way to Huntington Beach. I'm not going to go to Lakewood. I'm not going to go to Montebello. So there's a geographical distance that you've got to decide on what's comfortable for you. The reason I've picked this is because the 91, the 55, the 91, the 57, these freeways are easy to access and they're easy to jump into. And I believe that the consumer, geographically speaking, is okay with me saying, where's your office? And they say Anaheim, and I say Yorba Belinda. But being that this is a local business, if you try to get a listing in Irvine and they ask you, where's your office? And you say Anaheim Hills, they might start passing a little bit of judgment as if to say, you're too far. Is this making sense? So with a for sale by owner, your assignment this week is going to be create a for sale by owner saved search and then know this number 13. If your region is a little bit different, then create it. I want to create this list. Now, step 2, you're going to want to click on one of these for sale by owners right there, for sale by owner. And guess what? There is a high probability that there's the homeowner's information. So do a little bit of homework. Right there, step 1. The first question you're going to want to ask these people, are you cooperating with agents? Well, you see that they're cooperating with agents. He has put a ton of description in there. The angle of the for sale by owner, I'm going to tell you guys this. The angle of the for sale by owner when you want to work with a for sale by owner, you've got to come from a place of service. You've got to befriend them. You've got to come from a place where you're going to say, I'm here to help. You're not going to go in there closing and asking questions and doing scripts and dialogues and trying to get them to list with you right now, because that's what every other agent is doing. What you're going to do is you're going to get a list of these 13 people. Either you want to get an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, or you want to do 3 by 5 cards. Just don't put them on a computer. You can put them on the computer to send your letters to and your calls to, but there's something about creating a file on these individuals, a record that you can hold it like a little 3 by 5 card that you can put on your desk and say, you, who are you? Where are you? What's your story? I want to talk to you. You're one of the 13 people that I'm targeting. And this week or this month or right now, I'm making an effort to target for sale by owners and solicit these people heavily. Like, you're on them. You are going to do for sale by owners. And they're very simple because they are friendships. You are building and establishing trust with individuals first, and then you're gonna jab, right hook, if you're familiar. So here's a few things that you're gonna want to observe on these for sale by owners. Observe with me. Let's go back to the screen. This for sale by owner, you're gonna see he's asking 1.2 million and Zillow says 1.12. So already they're about 80,000 overpriced. Why did they arrive at this price? Who knows? What's their story? I don't know. But we're gonna also see, now looky here, people. Look at that. That guy, that right there is strike number one. You see that sign in his yard? He's got a flyer box. He's got a sign in his yard. Chances are that this guy is going in for the long run. The fact that he bought a sign says that this is a committal. This is not a good sign, by the way. I mean, it's a good sign physically, but if you're trying to solicit for sale by owners and they've already invested $100 in a custom sign, you might be in trouble. They're in for the long haul. Step two is look at their photographs. Take a look at their photographs and see how they're doing their marketing. Looks all right. These photos don't look bad. They could be a little bit better. You know, some of the corners are dark. This might have been done with the iPhone, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. The street view, he has a car in the driveway. So there's a few little problems here that I see. Now, down below, you can also identify his description. This guy has put a lot of time into the description. He's saying buyer's agents are also welcome. So that tells me that the individual is definitely motivated because he's cooperating. Next thing you're going to want to look at is open houses. Are they doing an open house? That's the first one. If they are doing an open house, what you need to do is go to your calendar and schedule a time to go to the open house. You don't have to call them. If they have an open house scheduled, you don't have to call them. Just show up at the open house. Say, hey, Mr. Homeowner, I'm real estate agent. I'm here for the open house. Walk through the house, take a look. As I'm walking up, if he's out of flyers, say, hey, you're out of flyers, right? Walk in, going through the house, take a couple of images and walk out. Now, this is this one for sale by owner. Get to know him, meet him. Do not ask closing questions like, when do you plan on hiring an agent? You could ask him that. That's the one question that you could. Hey, I noticed that you're doing this by owner. Why are you doing it by owner? These are some scripts. Why are you doing this on your own? Is it to save a commission or do you have experience in this matter? I mean, most of the time people do it by owner to save the money, but oftentimes you'll find that they actually have the chops, that maybe they were an agent once upon a time. Then they don't need you because they are fully qualified to handle the transaction. So why would they need you? When you go into the for sale by owner, you need to find these things out. Hey, I notice you're doing it by owner. Why? Is it to save the money or because you know what you're doing? They'll be like, oh, because I was an agent back in the 80s and the market's low and he'll give you okay, cool. Walking through the house. Hey, by the way, here's a script. By the way, have you noticed that Zillow is hurting you at all? Well, what do you mean? Well, I noticed on Zillow it says 1.121 and you're asking 1.2. Have you had any buyers try to pull that card on you? No. Well, yeah, they're in a bunch. And then, strike that conversation about Zillow. What you want to do is you want to approach them as if you are a real estate agent and they're a real estate agent. These are conversations like when you walk into an open house of an agent. Okay, you wouldn't close on them to take their listing. You'd have a conversation. Oh, yeah. So, he might ask, where do you live? Oh, I live in town. I've been doing this since 93. Try to avoid questions and dialogue and conversations that would revolve around you pitching yourself, and do your best to be actively immersed or engaged in what they want. Now, don't go in there. If you notice, for example, I'm going to go through the house real quick. Oh, you You play pool. Are you pretty good? I got a pool table. My kids and I play every Friday night. Oh yeah, yeah. Hey man, let's play around. If you're not busy, man, let's shoot some pool. I'm always down. I would, if I see a pool table and there's nothing going on. I like playing pool, so I'd be like, hey man, you down for a game right now? Don't believe me? Try it. This is something that like anybody with. So I see you have a pool table. Do you get enough use out of it? Oh no, we don't get enough use. Hey man, let's play a game right now. What do you mean? I said, hey, let's play a game right now, man. Let's see how good you are. I would challenge them to a game on their pool table. I break, you break, right? 50-50 chance he'll play a game if nobody's there. If someone shows up, then we'll skip the game. But let's play a game, man. I got a couple minutes. Let's play a game. I play a game of pool. Anytime I see a pool table, especially in a FSbo owner's house, play a game, right? They got foosball. Hey, man, let's play a game. I love foosball. Can we play a game? No. All right, no problem. They might think you're crazy, but 50-50 chance. Befriend them, right? So you're walking through, oh, man, this is nice. You know what? I like this furniture. Yeah, I like your style, man. Did you stage it, or is this how you guys are? Right? I'm walking through the house. I'm enjoying the scenery. There's plenty of light, man. Oh, you played the guitar? Man, I got a guitar. I suck. I played the guitar for 30 years and I still can't play anything. How do you, and you're probably like, oh yeah, I suck too, right? Something like that. It looks like you got musicians in the family. That's pretty cool. Just kind of walking through the house, a little bit of chit chat, and then leave. Thank you very much. There's a picture of him. I wonder if he's the owner and it's a picture of him. That'd be pretty funny, right? This house looks kind of staged. I'd be like, hey, is this house staged? I would ask him, look at this. Like, this is ridiculous. Is this house staged? I said, did you pay a professional stager to stage this? I mean, look, fishing poles in the living room with yeah, this thing is almost fake. Like, look at that, right? I'd be like, is your house staged? Because it's pretty, I like your style, right? I like their style. So you're building conversation, you're establishing rapport. What the heck is that? Is there some sort of like oxygen tank in the middle of the room with a stripper pole? What am I looking at? Anyhow, the things you see, right? So this is a nice place. Oh, it's a nice view. Oh man, this is a very wonderful backyard. Oh, I like it. Okay. Well, hey man, thank you very much for your time. By the way, where'd you get that sign? How much that thing cost? All right. Well, have a nice day. Bye. You get much traffic? Okay, bye. Have a nice day. In and out, get out. Now, here's what this is. This is a for sale by owner that clearly knows what they're doing. So next thing you do is you go drive around, beep, beep, go to the next one. Paseo de Toner. He is a mobile home. Ugh. Right. Don't ugh then. There's money there. $129,000, 55 community, decent, right? Decent. There's a couple bucks in there. You guys, hey, I'm not above making money. Come on, people. I'm not above making money. So let's find out what the story is. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, this is James. I noticed that you have your house for sale by owner. Why are you doing it? Are you doing this to sell, to save money, or is it because you know what you're doing? Well, it's to save some money. All right, no problem. Hey, I noticed on, so here it is, a 66 number. Looks like he might be out of area, right? Might be vacant. It might be a rental. Who knows what the story is? It's a mobile home. If you're in a mobile home community, have some information. But I would probably skip this one more. I wouldn't save this one. And this one's actually kind of a little bit out of my area. So now beep, beep, let's go over here. Next one. This is a condo, $420,000 end unit at the gated green tree community with a pool. Look at these horrific photos. OMG. Seriously? She's in the picture. Really? This is great. So this is clearly a vacant property and they need to sell. So what do we do with this individual? How do we track these people down? Would recommend. Martel says would recommend holding open house for a FSbo ? Good question, Martel. If it's vacant, this one right here on Palm, I would be like, hey guys, would it be all right if I held open house on this thing? Absolutely. If you land a vacant open house, by all means, go in there and ask if it would be all right. First of all, meet them. Hey, my name is Agent with company. I'd like to preview the property. How can I see it? Right? These ones are all open house. So this one here, interestingly enough, let's see. What would I do with this one? Scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. Property owner 208. What is this? Yikes. Let's make a call. Ready? Let's just go ahead and call them. Ready? 208, 608, 2858. I'm going to find out the story. See what the deal is.
I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thanks. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, my name is James Festini. I'm with Century 21 Real Estate. I actually live and work here in the area of the Palm Drive property, and I'm just trying to find out some more information about it. Saw a couple of the photos. I have a lady who lives in Brea who might be interested in this thing, but not sure. They asked me to ask about it. So please call me back. I noticed that you're doing it by owner or on your own. That's fine. I guess I'm curious to find out if you're cooperating with agents. But more importantly, how can I see it? How can I show it? Please call me. I'm at 714-767-5524. I'll also shoot you an email through Zillow. Thanks. Bye. Okay, so I will go in through this platform here and contact this homeowner here by pressing contact agent. You agree that Zillow Group and no, I definitely don't want to be contacted by Zillow. I want to contact the owner. So really, there's no way, right? If I do this, I'm going to get hit up by agents. So never mind. I want to contact by pressing contact agent. No, I don't want that. I want to contact the homeowner. All right. So, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, I don't know if you noticed, but when you put your property on Zillow and somebody fills out the form, are you getting the information or is a real estate agent getting it? I mean, yeah, you're exposing it. Another script I would say to the homeowner, if they would have said, hey, by the way, as we're walking around, I'd be like, for sale by owner, please do not. Okay, so there's a note right there. So she's probably going to call me back and be like, hey, it said this. I'll be like, you know what? Zillow doesn't, like, there's a button that says more. So sometimes you'll have homeowners who are like, no, I'm no, for sale by owner, please do not contact me unless you're a qualified buyer. Thanks. Well, I don't recommend they do that, because you don't want to, alienate people just because whatever, just open yourself up. Do not contact me unless you're a qualified buyer. So you could ask a question like, hey, have you received, I would ask them, hey guys, have you received your first 2 frivolous offers? I noticed when I put a property on the market in the area, I usually get 2 offers within the first week. I'm guessing you probably got an offer for like $380,000 and one for $350,000. Did you get that one yet? And I'll be like, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I'll be, yeah, they're just investors. They're people who watch those, how to get rich quick. They target people like you, but don't worry about it. Get those out of the way. So anyhow, this individual, what I would probably do is I would go into looking up their homeowner information, and then I would take it over to Spokio. I don't know if you guys know. Well, if you're members of the Festini Mafia, I'm a power user of Spokio. Pay them because you're going to want access to this information. I'm going to take her phone number and I'm going to paste it into Spokio and see what Spokio spits out. Oh, wait. I'm not logged in. That's why it's searching instead of just logging me in. Log in, James. Log in. There we go. Now, here we go. It has found information. Jacob Winfield Cameron, 56 years old. So it looks like they live in Midway City, perhaps. Here is their email address. Here is their phone number. It looks like they might live close enough, La Habra and Midway City. One of the phone numbers that they have. So here's what I would do is I would start creating a rap sheet. There's the property right there. Jacob lived in this apartment. It's calling it an apartment, but it's not an apartment. So I'm going to go ahead and view the property. They were out of Idaho. There they are, Boise, Idaho. High probability current residents, George Southworth, Janice Southworth. Putting together a rap sheet to try to find out. Janice, who are these people? Property owners is Cameron, and they're out of Boise, Idaho. So I would take the details of this information and I would fill in the blanks. Like I said, you're going to have an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper where you're tracking down these individuals and creating a rap sheet. So I would fill it out. Jacob Cameron, boom, copy, right? And so you take this 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, you grab the phone number, you know that there's a slight chance they're either in Midway City, La Habra, or Idaho. That phone number I think it's an Idaho number, so there's something there. I've already left the message. There are 3 more contacts. They're in Oakland. They move around a lot. And then there's 1 email here. I would put together all of this information and I would load it into Mojo as a profile and keep going. Now, obviously, you want to save this. You want to heart this one more. You want to keep going. Next. Now bop over to the next one. Same thing. There's one in Anaheim Hills. 1.2 million on Goldfinch. That looks okay. The pictures look like shit. Moving on. Fantastic place. Looks like it's slightly furnished. Maybe a little bit staged because it doesn't look like someone actually lives there. But look at the photos. $1.2 million. And they don't have any photos. One last pro tip, because I'm going into overtime here. Find out what they're doing and then say, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, by the way, did you know that Zillow also does video? Well, what you need to do is you need to download the Zillow app, and you can say this to the individual homeowner. Hey, Mr. Homeowner, do you have the Zillow app on your phone? Yes. Okay, let me show you something. You need to go through the house. I'll do it for you real quick because I happen to be pretty good at video. Let's log in and you can add a video into it. You don't have the video on here. You don't have any video on your listing if you log in with the Zillow app. So you can teach them how to use Zillow. You can also say, hey, you know what? Looks like you don't have any drone photography, but it looks like you probably have a really cool view. Have you guys considered hiring a professional to shoot some of this aerial photography? Well, no. So here's the name and number. What you're doing is you're trying to help them sell the house. So you want to go in here, find out if there's any information. His pictures look good. Save it as save it as part of your list. Now you're going to go over here, go around the corner. Same thing. Look at this one. Oh my God, this one needs some serious help. Worst, ugliest house ever. Whew, this one needs some serious help. 650. Right? Going to Zillow. What does Zillow say their estimate is? Price and tax history. 650. I don't know where this estimate is, but this house needs some serious help. Why is this not saying? You're having a bad day, just sit on your patio. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, I noticed that your property's up for sale. Look at this property owner right there. No open house. Let's go ahead and just call them, right? Let's go ahead and call this guy real quick. Let me see. 714-283. Let's talk to him about real estate.
not in right now. If you leave your name and your number, I'll be more than happy to return your call as soon as I get back. Have a great day. Bye.
Hi, my name is James Festini. I'm with Century 21 Real Estate here in town. I was calling about the place for sale on El Greco. I was just curious about it. I live and work here, and you're on the market, and I'd like to preview it. I'm a full-time agent here, and I have to know the inventory. And I noticed this place. It didn't pop up, I don't think, on the MLS, but it shows up on Zillow. So you're doing it maybe on your own. Anyhow, just curious about the place. Looks like it's a good price. Call me back. Let me know. Is it sold, or what's the story with this? I'm at 714-767-5524. Thank you. All right. So it's almost, you saw that message, which is almost like, I don't understand. It's not in the MLS. Are you doing this on your own? I saw it on Zillow. I work around here. Just kind of like innocently popping in. What's the deal with this, right? So then go over here. Same thing over and over. What the hell is this? What is this? The first picture is for you agents, so you can just read it here. No rent to own, no investors, no agents, but 3%. Do not call and say you have a buyer when you do not. No previews. Do your homework about the house. See the map. Holy crap. Have you ever seen OMG? Is this the most epic thing ever? Oh my God. Okay. I'm just going to call this guy just to say it. This is hilarious. I'm just going to call him and say this is freaking hilarious. 305-8158. All right. Amen. I'm just going to call and say it's hilarious. Provided by the homeowner, Mark.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 7143058 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, my name is James Festini. I'm a real estate agent here in Anaheim Hills, and I'm actually not calling to solicit this for sale by owner, but to compliment you on it. That was hilarious. The first photograph here, I'm just kind of bopping around the Zillow to see what's in the neighborhood for sale. And anyhow, I just wanted to say that is hilarious that you posted this script up here. I do wish you luck with the sale of the property. It looks all right by the photos. But again, not even trying to call to get the FSbo listing. More of a, that's funny that you posted this listing. I thought I'd just compliment you on your sense of humor, because clearly it looks like agents read this exact same script. I know where you got it from. So that's all. Just thank you for the humor in my day. If you ever, well, again, I'm not soliciting, so I'll leave you my number, but I'm not looking to call for that. Just thought it was funny. Anyhow, have a great day, man. Good luck with it. It was so this for sale by owner put Mike Ferry's script as the front photograph for the for sale by owner because he gets harassed so much. So I thought I'd just compliment him on like the sense of humor, because that shit was funny. Hopefully he doesn't call me and be like, "Grr," because that's just funny. It's funny that he put that. So clearly these for sale owners. And finally, I'm going to show you again to keep going. There's plenty of for sale by owners in the area who are in need. Obviously, that one guy. This one is. It looks like it could be kind of vacant. You want to give them a call, see if there's anything you can do to help out. Same thing with that other aid. You know, that for sale by owner was clearly being pummeled by real estate agents all the time on how to sell. You know, on they're reading Mike Ferry's script. So do yourselves a favor and don't go in there with these scripts. Just go in there, create a rap sheet on them, put together information on the properties. If you see one new pop up, if you see one that's going to be holding an open house, just get to know the inventory of the for sale by owners. Go in there with an expectation or no expectation of getting a listing. Just go in there and see the home. It's an opportunity for you to preview the properties that are technically off market. You don't really need an excuse. You know, the homeowners are going to be like, why do you want to see it? Well, you know what? This is an off market property technically. So I'd like to know about the stuff that nobody really knows about. So unless someone's searching in Zillow, you know, it's my job to know. And by the looks of it, you know, there's not any really homes like this. I mean, 101 reasons why you can go in there and say, hey, you know what? I just like to know the inventory. I like to know what's available. You know, sometimes there's a reason, right? And so you want to go in there and just see the home. Hey, I'd like to just preview the property. That one for sale by owner with the Mike Ferry script already, he knows what the deal is. That's why I said no previews, none of this. It's because he knows why you're trying to get in. So if though your expectation is to list them, then of course they're on to our game. If your expectation is to know the inventory, if that's your only expectation, is there's a place, I know I make a point of seeing every home that's on the market. My priority is to know the inventory. Please allow me to see this house. If you are cooperating, I'd like to see it. If you're not cooperating, no problem. I'll just make sure I keep an eye out for it. If it hits the marketplace, whatever. Don't be a jerk. Know the inventory. Hit the for sale by owners. If they start asking questions like, what's your commission? How long are your listings? How long have you been in the business? If they start giving you this impression, right? So if you go in there with an expectation of not getting the listing, suddenly you're going to get this feeling like they're asking interview questions. A for sale by owner who is not interested in hiring an agent will not ask you about your commission. I promise you. I promise you, if they're not interested in your services, they will not ask what's your commission. They won't ask because they don't care. You're not there to interview. They might ask where your office is just for safety, security, curiosity, small talk, but they're not going to ask, how much do you charge? What do you do to sell houses? If they're giving you questions like they're asking about you, they won't ask anything about you. Maybe they'll ask how long you've been in the business and where your office is, or how many houses do you sell a year. Might be on the border of like an interview. So if you're standing there and you're walking through the house and they're like, so what's your commission? Be like, yeah, I would be caught off guard by that question because, again, my expectation is not to go in and get the listing. My expectation is to see, are they a lead? Like my 3 steps. Do you have a lead? If yes, when can you close on them? And if it's not today, by what method can you follow up with them to communicate? So do you have a lead? Yes or no? If you can't get past step 1, then the rest of it doesn't matter. But if they do indicate that, I was going to try that. If you're in the house and they're like, well, I was going to try this thing for sell by owner, and then maybe in a month, if it doesn't sell, I'll talk to an agent. I already have an agent, stuff like that. Okay, thanks, no problem. Just get in and out. Don't spend too much time. If you go to the front door and you expect to leave within 60 seconds, 90 seconds, that's it. And then send them a handwritten letter. Hey, thanks for letting me see your house. I'll keep my eye out. Appreciate it. Have a nice day. Oh, but also, by the way, hey, did you guys know, this and this and that? And did you know, like this, this one on Palm, the front, the photograph is crap. Like that's their front cover. Hey, guys, might I suggest that you take another photograph? Hey, did you know you're in one of these photos, right? Hey, did you know just help them out. Help them out if you can. Anyhow, thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you learned a couple of tips here on how to approach a for sale by owner. If you befriend them and you're there at the right place at the right time, they will come back and say, hey, you came by a few weeks ago. Just wanted to see, if we can get together, talk about selling. Don't go in there to close. Go in there to build a relationship. If you can build a relationship and these are your kind of people, you'll get the listing. Just don't go in ready to close, but be prepared to close if they start asking closing questions. Fair enough? All right. I'll see you guys on the first Friday and the third Thursday. If anybody could use this, please make sure that you guys share the knowledge. Thanks for watching.